Mids, let's do your notes for the 28th of November, Sunday. So, only part A for this one, vocabulary and sentence construction. Some of your sentences are good, some of them are okay, but I would like to also improve some of them. Alright, so delude, number one, impose a misleading belief on someone. So, like I said, delusion is in the third party, delude is in the third party. You can't directly delude someone else. Something you say or something someone else says or some things can delude someone, but he or she deludes within themselves or within their self, So you can't really delude someone directly. So let's see the example. His friends deluded him that the next test would be easy, so he did not have to revise. Alright, good sentence, but again, deluded used directly. She deluded him to do that. Again, same problem. Deluded used directly. So let's see how we can improve these sentences, how we can correct them, whatever. He got deluded, or he was deluded by his friend's attitude or his friend's attitudes, whatever, towards the test, because his friends were telling him or talking to him or talking to each other or amongst each other that the next test is easy, we do not need to revise or whatever. Because of that, he got deluded. Alright, indirect always. She caused his delusion. Alright, or she was the cause of his delusions. She said something and because of that he got deluded. So always indirect. He deluded himself by listening to her. Alright, so that's very precise. He deluded himself by listening to her. Very good. All the sentences were good. I am very happy with everyone who constructed their sentences right. Lucid, number two, it's an adjective. Clearly expressed, easy to understand. Very good. So his instruction is very lucid. Okay, I had a lucid dream yesterday. I dream more lucid dreams these days. Alright, so the sentence is in green, perfectly correct. His instruction is very lucid. Instructions can't really be lucid. His instructions are very clear. They can be clear, crystal clear, whatever. So his style is very lucid, or his explanation is very lucid, or the way he explains the topic or the subject, whatever, is very lucid. Because explanation is more than mere instruction. Instruction is just do this, do that, go here, go there, whatever. That's just an instruction. So they can't really be lucid. They can be clear but not lucid. Alright, circumscribe verb. Draw a figure or a circle around something, limit someone's rights or power. Now you can use it metaphorically. Limit someone's power or rights. Yes, circumscribe. So you need to circumscribe the amount of sugar in your cakes. A bit off. Alright, and Miss Lucy told her students to circumscribe the misspellings. Okay, I've left this one in black because it's okay, it's not bad. I've left it in black. Alright, so you need to control or limit the amount of sugar in your cake or in your cakes, whatever. So that has become that. Miss Lucy told her students to circle the misspellings or the misspelt words. Now look at this sentence. The spectators circumscribed the ring. Which ring? As the boxing ring. As the match drew to a climax, as the boxing match or the boxing round drew to a climax. They circumscribed the ring, the boxing ring. They gathered around it. This is the boxing ring, and they circumscribed around it, something like that. It doesn't have to be an exact circle, alright? It doesn't have to be an exact circle. Usually it is a circle, but even if it's not a very exact circle, it's still alright. Alright, Butterfingers is a noun, a person who often drops things. Alright, let's see what that is. So my cousin usually drops things. He is a Butterfingers. It's not really wrong, but you usually don't use it. You usually don't say he is a Butterfingers. He has Butterfingers. So he always drops stuff, so he must have Butterfingers. Good, that's a very good sentence. Homogeneous, number 5. Consisting of parts of the same kind. Please pay attention. consisting of parts of the same kind. Alright, so coffee and tea are homogeneous mixtures. Beautiful. Different ingredients go into coffee and tea. However, at the end, it is a homogeneous mixture. You can put sugar, milk, or creamer, or coffee, and so the different things go inside into a cup of coffee. At the end, it's a homogeneous mixture. And number 6, tacit. Alright, tacit means suggested indirectly or understood without the need for words. So you do not need words to understand something that is tacit. It is said without words. His meaning is tacit. Is the sentence correct? Yes. But is it tacit all the time? So if it's tacit all the time, in that context it can be, or in that context it is correct. However, usually meanings aren't tacit all the time. But however, if you are trying to say or trying to use it in a context that is usually, then it is alright. So it has a tacit meaning. The meaning was tacit. Alright, very good. Number 7, fervor. Alright. So you can see these are underlined in red because these are the UK spellings or the British spellings or the Asian spellings. The US spelling is over here, FERVOR. You know that I've just kept it on purpose just to highlight it. You know how it is, how it goes. Suppose you go for UK tests, use the UK spelling, and you go for American tests, use the American spelling. Alright. So intense and passionate feelings. So they have fervor in joy. You can't have it in something, you could have it about something. So they drew with fervor. Alright, so the football fans cheer their team with fervor, or they follow their team with fervor, whatever. He sings with fervor. Alright, so when he sings, there's a lot of intense feelings, intense emotions are coming out of him. So he sings with fervor whenever he sings. So that's the meaning of fervor. And number 8, proliferate. Alright, proliferate is increase rapidly in numbers. So number 1, flowers can proliferate fast when it is spring. Alright, the sentence is okay. Why can? And why when it is? And why fast? Alright, so flowers proliferate in spring. No need to put fast. It already says fast. It already means fast. Don't need to put fast like that. Don't need to construct a sentence has 2 words pretty much the same meaning or similar meanings right next to each other. Waste of time, waste of words, waste of space, just a waste. Right, so flowers proliferate in spring. That's that. That tree proliferates a lot of flowers. This sentence is also, it's okay, it's not really bad, but again, flowers proliferate out of that tree or from that tree, whatever, because flowers are coming on their own. The tree isn't actually pulling them out. Of course you can say yes, it's the same tree, and yes, I know that's all right. So this sentence isn't really wrong, but this sentence is much better. Remember, that's what the meaning has to be clear all the time. Whenever you make or construct sentences, they should have very clear, simple, easy to understand, precise meanings, not indirect or roundabout meanings, something like that. Alright, so protract. Now, protract is a tricky word because in some dictionaries it's not even a verb. In most of the American dictionaries it is a verb, but in many, or in at least the Oxford Dictionary, etc., it's not a verb. And it's not very simple to use. Alright, so let's see. By somehow, they protracted more time for him. Why by somehow? What is, so by somehow doesn't mean anything. Somehow, simply somehow, not by somehow. Just somehow. Alright, so suppose you want to go from point A to point B. You just go like that. You don't start off going somewhere and then you come back here. So that's what you've done. By somehow. By, like, why? Just somehow. Why complicate it? Alright, they protracted his execution somehow. So that's what and I have not put them in green. I have corrected these sentences, I have improved them, but I have not put them in green simply because it's usually used as an adjective. It's difficult and inadvisable to use it as a verb or an infinitive. So avoid using it as an infinitive or a verb. Use it as an adjective. Then it makes much more sense. Alright, so she decided to protract her holiday trip for 3 weeks. Kindly do not write 3 as numerals. Make it 3 like that. Spell it out. So she decided to protract her holiday trip. See, she decided to protract. And not very clear, not very good. So she decided to extend. You can use a very simple, easy word, extend her holiday trip for another 3 weeks. Right. Why use protract when there are better, easier, simpler words like extend? She protracted her holiday by another 3 weeks. Now that is a bit more clear. It's clearer than this. Is it very good? No, these are not very good either. Because like I said, it's usually used as an adjective, not as a verb or an infinitive. So that's all for today's notes, mates. Please write your notes, watch the other videos. All the links are in the description below. Please watch them, they will be very helpful, all the other batches and videos and all that stuff. Alright, that's all. And I shall see you in the next one. Bye bye, adios.